welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell by the title, today's video is a little bit different. It's not a beauty video, it's not a favourite, it's not anything like that. It's a little bit more serious. When I say serious, I mean a little bit life related rather than beauty or fashion or anything like that. A little bit more life and real talk, let's be honest. So I actually have a whole book planned out how to actually talk about this, and I don't want it to be structured, but I want some sort of plan that I know I cover everything, because I have been wanting to film this video for a long time. So yeah, and I was figuring out how to start talking about what I want to talk about, and I kind of realised that this is the best way for me to do it. So growing up, I loved YouTube. I watched YouTube all the time, and those like 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes of my day were like the happiest like moments of my day. I absolutely loved watching YouTube. It was like an escape for me from any troubles that was going on at home and in my personal life. Those YouTube videos really helped me when I was younger and growing up, and still do to this day actually. If ever I'm in a bad mood, stick on a YouTube video and I instantly feel happy, like a vlog or anything like that. And I knew that from a young age I want to do that. I want to be that person for somebody else when I grow up, that they can watch my video for 8 minutes or however long my videos are, and just feel happy and feel positive for that amount of time during the day. I also wanted to be a YouTuber who spoke real and spoke about the things that people are sometimes afraid of speaking about. Okay, so in my last video, which is my February favourites, I spoke about when I'd been gone for about 2-3 weeks, and it was because I had felt like I was in a rut. Being honest, I was just, how do I explain it? That's the thing, I can't explain it. I was just feeling very self-conscious. When I was younger, I struggled comparing myself to people, as many people do, like girls and guys now, especially with social media. People are constantly comparing themselves, and I know people mention it a lot, but we do it without even realising. Instagram portrays this like perfect life, and it's really just not like that at all. The situation that kind of brought these feelings on again, I think my camera's a bit too far over, so I'm going to pull it that way a little bit. But yeah, so basically about a month and a half ago, I'd say around that time, month and a half, 2 months ago, I was at a party at uni, and I was in a room, like it was at like the student union, and there was a lot of girls there who previously in my life I had compared myself to a lot. Now this was because of a past relationship. I don't want to get into it too much, but basically because of past relationships and stuff like that, I had compared myself to a lot of girls, and at the time it really affected my self-confidence. I'd honestly say that brought out the weakest like part of me, but like it's probably a year, 2 years ago, and I'd dealt with those feelings, well, dealt with them, so I thought, and moved on. But a month and a half ago, when I was in this situation, it brought back so many of those feelings for me, and I'm not gonna lie, I really struggled. I sat there that night and I compared myself to these girls like you wouldn't believe. I was in tears in the toilets. I ended up having arguments with my friends and stuff because I was just not in the mood. I was so excited to go out, and then suddenly it hit me and I was just like, I'm in the worst mood. I hate how I look. I feel ugly. Like, I feel worthless. Nobody understood how much that situation got to me, and I think it was because I didn't realise how much I'd been holding on to those feelings still from those years ago, and I still hadn't dealt with them like properly, and I still let these people knock my confidence, and it really got to me, and I've struggled with it probably over a month. But yeah, I really struggled for quite a while, and as I was struggling, I was writing down all of this because I knew that it was going to help me finally film this video when I felt better. So if you're new to my channel and you haven't followed me for a while, you won't know that I have been dealing with anxiety since I was 15. So around my GCSE time and stuff like that, I started getting anxiety and panic attacks, and I struggled with that for many years. However, this time coming to uni, I really learned how to deal with it, and it kind of went down. It didn't affect me as much, and I was really happy with how I was coping with my anxiety. I actually spoke about that in my New Year tag. However, this situation really affected my mental health. it brought on all those feelings from years ago, and I really didn't like it. I didn't like the person it brought out in me. I was really weak, I was really self-conscious, and it's weird speaking about it because it is only just past. I'm very good at covering up how I feel. I'm a pro at it. But yes, I've kind of dealt with it. I'm out the other end, and I just want to make this video and share with you some thoughts, some tips, and just some overall mental health information. Okay, so going back to the terms of comparing yourself to people, and because this is kind of what brought all this on for me, I wanted to focus on that because, okay, so first of all, I came across a quote, and it says, "Comparison is a thief of joy," and I looked at that and I was like, wow, like it perfectly suited the situation I was in. And I realised, like, because I've been comparing myself to people so much, and it took up like mental space. Like, the amount of times a day I scroll through people's Instagram and I've constantly been comparing, looking at myself in the mirror like, oh my goodness, like, oh, I hate my hair, I hate how curly it is, I hate that I'm so tall, feel like a man, like stuff like that. It's stuff that I think about like daily, like when I'm going out or something, but I normally swipe it under the rug and I'm just like, listen, I'm beautiful, like, sod what anybody else thinks. But at that time it was getting to me so much that I seen that, and I realised that actually me comparing myself to other people and these unrealistic things on Instagram is actually robbing me of joy. Like, I was just down all the time, and I didn't like how it was. So I came across a few things, and I just started telling myself stuff, and I started writing this down as I was saying so I could share it with you guys. I watched Lauren Curtis's video, and I'll leave it in the description box, and she was just talking about makeup and how people wear it and stuff like that and being judged for it. And basically it came down, and I put it down to, never apologise for being yourself. Like, I can now say, like, officially, I love myself when I am dressed up, glammed up, ready to go out, like hair done, tan done. Like, I love wearing tan. And if you want to wear tan, full face of makeup, red lipstick, do your hair every day, and like feel your 100% best every day, you do that, and never let anybody look down on you or judge you for doing that. At the same time, if you want to wear your sweats, hoodies, no makeup, hair in a messy bun, and chill in your bed all day, let nobody judge you for looking like that or being like that. I want you to love yourself when you're all glammed up, all ready to go out, but I also want you to love yourself equally when you're completely natural, no tan, no makeup, no hair done. I officially now can say I love myself when I'm this end of the spectrum and I'm this end of the spectrum, and I want all of you to be able to feel like that and never have to apologise for being yourself. And never let anybody's opinion change how you perceive yourself or how you choose to look. Not every man likes tall, skinny, blonde girls, and then again, not every guy likes short, curvy, brunette girls. If you're bothered about a man's opinion, like a boy's opinion of you, like, no. Like, I can't stress it enough. You will find somebody who loves you exactly for how you are. Never let a girl or a boy or someone's opinion of you change the way you look, because then that's not you. If you're changing how you look or how you even act just to please somebody else, you're not being true to who you are. And then that person falls in love with you, they're not falling in love with you, they're falling in love with this persona that you've put on to impress them, and nobody should have to live like that at all. It took me a long time to come to terms with the fact that not everybody likes how I look. Not everybody likes my curly hair. Not everybody likes the fact that I've got acne and I can't be bothered wearing makeup a lot of the time. Not everybody likes the way I dress. Not everybody likes my YouTube channel. Like, it's took me a long time to come to terms with that, and dealing with negative comments, especially on YouTube. I'm sure you guys have seen negative comments here on YouTube. Like, years ago they genuinely got to me, and I'll be honest, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, that month and that like rut of my life, they were getting to me, I'm not gonna lie. However, right now I'm at this stage, and this is the stage I want you guys to be at. If you love yourself, if you're happy, and if you're confident with how you look, no matter what you look like, and no matter if the person like you love doesn't like the way you look, if you're happy, you're confident, and you genuinely love yourself, no one's opinion matters. Each of you is special, and each of you are unique, and if we're trying to be another person, like, don't be like there's already one of them, there's only one of you. As cringy and as like cliche as it sounds, that actually is. Like, if you're trying to look like this person you've seen on Instagram, like, that's not you. You're beautiful like how you are, and there will be people looking at your Instagram like, oh my goodness, I wish I had her hair, like I love her eyes, I love how tall she is, stuff like that. They're just stuff that gets to me. But there will be people who look at you and compare themselves to you, and you're there comparing yourself to somebody else. Be you, love yourself, be happy with who you are, and you will just find somebody who loves you for you. It sounds so cringe and so cliche, but it is actually true. Like, there is no point, and I'm not going to be sitting here in my life anymore and trying to compare myself and trying to be somebody who I'm not. I'm me, and if somebody loves me for who I am, sorted. If you don't, bye. Like, it doesn't get to me anymore, and I want all of you to feel that confident and just feel that happy with yourself. Like, I know it got to a point for me that I realised my comparing myself to other people and people's opinions of me and the comments I was getting affected my mental health and literally made me have panic attacks. Like, nobody's opinion is worth that much to make you suffer, like, mentally. It's like nobody's opinion, and nobody should have that power in the entire world. And I've got to the point now that I want everybody to be at, that no one's opinion of you, or even your opinion of yourself, and you're like comparing yourself, that should never affect your mental health. And I want everybody to be at that stage where I'm at now. Obviously everyone has their down days, I'm not gonna lie. You have your days where you don't feel the best, you don't feel beautiful, and you will compare. That's normal. Like, especially with the generation we live in now and social media and stuff, that is 100% normal. However, I don't want it to get to a point where I was, that it literally controlled my life and literally damaged my mental health. It's honestly not worth it. Okay, so I was doing this video, and as I was planning it, I was thinking, okay, well, what actually can people get out of this video? Obviously, I'm sat here, I'm being real, I'm talking to you guys, but I wanted like physical tips to help you, because that's what, when I was watching videos, when I was in this stage and I was watching videos, there was no, like, I was like, okay, I feel like happy that I'm not alone in this. Like, I'm glad that I'm not the only one feeling this, because I'm not gonna lie, it can sometimes feel like you're the only person feeling this, and it's 100% not like that at all. You're not alone in how you feel. And it helped me, videos helped me in terms of that, really, really good. However, I wanted physical tips. So I kind of realised things that I do to make myself feel a bit better, if I'm having a particular anxious day, to help me like stay clear of the anxiousness and move away from the situation, and just calm myself down a little bit. So I wrote down a few physical tips that you can actually do to hopefully help you guys. Okay, so the first tip I've got is really important, and it's one of the most important things to me, because this is probably the thing that's helped me the most, is to surround yourself with positive people, whether that be family or friends or people like doctors or something that you can go to and talk to. That has really helped me going through this kind of like rut. I've had the most like supportive and positive people. I don't even have to speak to them about it. I don't even have to like explain myself to them. Like, their presence and how positive they are literally just help me and brighten my mood. I do think it's important to have those people that you can speak deep with. Like, I have those people that I can speak deep with, I can speak real with, I can speak about mental health, I can speak about mental health, I can speak about how I'm genuinely feeling. I personally think for me it is the biggest thing and the biggest help for me to just know that there's people around you who care no matter what, who will be there no matter what, and who genuinely just care about how you actually feel. So this tip really, really, really helped me. It really helped me just appreciate my skin, appreciate natural me, and just, it really did just give me a whole like outlook on makeup and beauty and stuff in general. So I spent a week without no makeup on. I spent a week without no makeup, no tan, and natural hair. And I got so many compliments, like, oh my goodness, your skin's looking really nice. Like, oh my god, I love your curly hair. Like, I didn't know that was like your natural hair. And okay, I didn't get many compliments from being pale, but that's just me. I like my tan. But spending that week without makeup on has really helped me be able to wake up in the morning and be like, I can't bother to put makeup on. I'm genuinely being okay with not wearing makeup. When I was younger, there was not a day I'd miss without putting makeup on. Like, I would put makeup on like it was a ritual. Like, every single morning I spent my 20 minutes doing my makeup. I can honestly say I wake up and I can forget to even put makeup on. I'd happily be going on a night out without makeup on if it was up to me and I didn't enjoy getting ready so much. Honestly, that was one of the biggest things that helped me stop comparing myself to others and just be happy, appreciative, and love myself. If you're willing to do that, I definitely recommend it. And also I thought it'd be quite cute if you and like a group of friends did it. So maybe if you share this video with your friends, talk about it and say in a little group, okay, let's 5 of us make a Facebook group chat or WhatsApp group chat, and or even Snapchat, you can share photos. Let's go a week without wearing makeup and without doing anything to our hair, and let's just leave it up, whatever, leave our hair natural, and let's just feel confident and feel beautiful together. And I just thought that'd be a really cute way to kind of do it with your friends and have like support throughout it. And even if you wanted to do it longer, shorter, whatever, having that time makeup free, just feeling confident in yourself at your rawest form, if that makes sense. So yeah, if you guys are gonna do that, like tweet me photos or something like that, or Instagram me, tag me on Instagram so I can see if you're going to do that, because I'd love to see that and I'd love to be like a part of it. But yeah, I think that would be really cute to do it in like a little friendship group. So my last tip is a little bit more real and important, and that's just realising that it's okay to feel however you feel. Realising that it's actually okay to not be okay. It's like that Jessie J song, Who You Are. If you haven't listened to that, definitely listen to that. It's like an amazing song. But yeah, just realising that however you feel, it's okay to feel that way. Even if you haven't got like a specific, this is why I feel like this, that's okay. Not every feeling has to have a reason behind it. It's okay to feel down if everything in your life is perfect and okay. It's okay that you still feel down. Like, that is okay. And I wanted to end this video with talking about if you don't feel okay and you're not okay with it, find help. Like, I know this is so easy for me to say, but I have been through it. I have been through doctor's appointments and speaking to people, counselling and stuff like that that have made me feel very uncomfortable. However, I'm out the other side of talking about depression, talking about anxiety, talking about mental health issues. I'm out the other side of that, and I know how awkward and how scary those things can feel at the time. Take it from personal experience, coming out the other side. I'm here today because of the situations that I put myself in. I wouldn't be here without the conversations and the awkwardness that I've had. Speaking about how I feel in my head has helped me so much. I can't express enough how if you feel like you're suffering in silence, you're suffering on your own, and you're suffering in your own like head and your own thoughts, go and seek help. And I know it's easy to listen to me saying these things, but just know that I've genuinely been through it myself, and I'm sitting here on the other side saying, do it, it helps, it works. And yes, it might take years, it might take months for some people, it might take years, but it works, and you will not feel like this forever, I promise. It might come in stages, it might appear for months and then go down, but if you're talking about it and if you're honest and open with how you feel, you honestly will get better and you will not feel like this forever, I promise you that. Okay, so I want to end this video by talking about a charity called Mind. Now, Mind is actually where I first knew what anxiety was. When I was going through these, I didn't know what at the time, but now I know that they were panic attacks. I googled anxiety, Mind was actually the first page that came up, and it's where I realised, oh my goodness, I'm not alone in this. I'm not the only person who feels like this. And that's where I kind of like reached out for help and ended up getting a doctor's appointment and sorting myself out from there. So Mind actually will always hold a place in my heart. And I recently watched Zoella's vlog. Now if you haven't seen it, definitely go and watch it, because she speaks about mental health a lot, and it really helped me and encouraged me to make this video. But again, I will leave that video in the description box, but I'm also going to leave the Mind fundraising page down below. I'm filming this on Wednesday the 28th of March, and Zoella actually kicked off the fundraising page for Mind today to celebrate her birthday. The fundraising that is going into Mind is going to help get people the treatment that they need, and also just raise awareness for mental health and anxiety in general. I'm going to leave the donation page down below. If you can't donate, don't feel obliged to donate. If you can't, just simply share the page. So I think their target is 10,000, and I think it's actually open for a week, and they've already raised in the first day £5,683, I think, which is actually like, it's amazing. But yes, if you can donate a lot or a little, please do. And if you can't donate nothing at all, share the page, get it out there, because somebody you share it to might be able to donate. Also, somebody you share the page to might be suffering in silence, and they might actually be able to reach out to Mind or reach out and just get help for the issue that they need help with. Okay guys, so I think I've got everything covered. I know this video is a bit of a ramble and it hasn't really got a structure to it, I don't think, and it's kind of just me sharing my thoughts with you, which I've spoke about in this video and I think it's really important to do. Yeah, I don't know if this video has helped in any way. I don't know if this video makes sense at all. I've kind of just like blurted out my mind. But yeah, I'm not sorry about it. I'm glad I've done it finally because it's what I've wanted to do. And yes, and if I hope that this just helps one person understand what they're going through, or reach out or help somebody else who's struggling, or just to stop comparing yourself. So yes, I think that's it. But yes, I love you all so much. You're beautiful, you're enough. Never let anybody's opinion of you change the way you see yourself. Stop comparing yourself to people. If you're struggling, reach out. And yes, thank you very much for watching, guys. I really appreciate you watching this video. And yeah, I love you all lots, and I will see you next week with another video. Bye guys.